So I've had my 33rd and final radiation treatment. It is so good not to go to the hospital daily. Loving it. One of the best lifestyle changes I can make to prevent my cancer from coming back is to start running 30 minutes 3 times a week. I'm not a runner. I need to work my way slowly up to this with a lot of walking breaks. But not only does it significantly reduce the risk of cancer returning, it's also really good for the side effects of the anti-hormone therapy that I'll be on for the next 5 years. And it's been just in the last 3 weeks since I've started, it's been amazing emotionally and mentally. So I'd like to share some yoga for runners with you today. I hope you enjoy. We'll start on our hands and knees, but if you like, you can add a little bit of extra padding to your knees by folding the mat. And just a quick 6 directions of the spine, starting with cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the back. 2 more, moving with your breath. Keep the fingers spread out and firmly pressed into the ground. Now a little side twist, dropping the left forearm to the ground, dropping the right forearm to the ground. Left, right, left, right. And then just curling the body over to the left, curling the body over to the right, shifting the hips, shifting the shoulders. One more to the left, and one more to the right. Okay, let's take the right foot up between the hands into a nice low lunge. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Make sure that the knee is directly above the ankle and that the hips are facing forward, that we're not twisting open to the left. With your next exhalation, engage the pelvic floor, engage the abdomen. And inhale, raise the left arm up. Rest the right hand, or actually actively push the right hand against the right thigh. And see if you can take the hips forward, leading from the hips, not leading from the abdomen. Still nice and active, the abdomen. And exhale. Slowly release the hands to the ground. Shift the hips back. Bend the left knee and grab the left foot with the right hand, and then shift the hips forward again. So if I have my hips back, you can see I'm directly on my kneecap here, but when I move forward, I come above the kneecap, which is healthier for the knee. And of course, if you can't reach the foot with your hand, you can always use a strap or a belt, whatever you have handy. And a great quad stretch. And slowly release. Move the right foot over to the outer edge of the mat and take the right hand on the inside of that foot. Press the right knee and the right upper arm against each other in a lizard pose. This is to get into the right hip in a gentle way. See where you can let go to sink a little deeper. And release, come back to all fours, and we'll do the same on the other side. So step the left foot up between the hands. Align the knee over the ankle. Pull the shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Hips face forward. And exhale, engage the pelvic floor, engage the abdomen. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Press the left hand against the left thigh. Keep the pelvic floor and abdomen engaged. Let the breath flow. And release both hands back to the ground. Shift the hips back. Bend the right knee and grasp it with the left hand. And then shift the hips forward again. And trying to stay above the kneecap here. This side is a lot tighter than the other side. But breathe into that stretch. For me, it's a pretty good stretch. Breathe into the right quad. And slowly release. Take the left foot over to the outer edge of the mat, and the left hand inside the left foot. Press the knee and the upper arm together. I like to do this, press the knee and the upper arm together so that the knee doesn't flop open. I want to make sure that the knee stays in the same direction as the toes. And just breathing here, enjoying a bit of a stretch in the left hip. And we'll release. Come onto the knees, curl the toes under. Make sure that you have all 5 toes on the ground here. And make sure that we're not arching the back, but tilt the pelvis, draw the abdomen back. Keep a nice long spine with the tailbone pointing down instead of back. Just gonna, so you can see me better. So keeping strong through the pelvic floor and the abdomen, feeling a nice stretch through the soles of the feet. We're going to roll the shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out like a T. Cross the right arm over the left. Bend the elbows and either take the backs of the hands or the palms of the hands together. Raise the elbows up and lower your head down. Stretching through the upper back and shoulder blades. Breathe into it. Raise the head, bring the elbows back to shoulder height, and pull that right arm over to the left. And then a nice stretch through the right shoulder. Release the arms back to a T, and then cross the left over the right. Again, palms together or backs of the hands together. Or you can always take the hands to the shoulders as well. Draw the elbows up. Let the head rest on the upper arms. A great stretch again in the upper back. And still through the soles of the feet. And raise the head again. Pull the left elbow over to the right, stretching through the left shoulder. Starting to get warm in the ankles, shins, and the feet. Almost done here. And release the arms to a T, shake out the arms, and then come back to your hands and knees and just give the feet a little bit, just bang them against the ground for a short bit. And then take the knees a little bit apart, sit on the heels, and raise the right knee up with your hand, raise the left knee up, with your hand and take turns lifting the knees, or you can lift them both if you like. You can keep your hands on the ground for balance. You can even lift the hips up here if you need more of a stretch, more of a counter stretch in the ankles. Nice. And when that all feels good again, we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Start with the legs as wide as the mat, and bend the left knee and stretch the right heel down to the mat. And change sides, bend the right knee, stretch the left heel down to the mat. And you can alternate bending the knees and taking the heel to the mat, or you can just see if maybe both heels want to come towards the mat now. Lengthen the spine. The fingers are spread, firmly pressing into the ground. Head is relaxed. Breath flows evenly. Just holding down dog. If you like, take the feet in close to each other for a deeper stretch. Walk the hands back to the feet for a forward fold. Again, here, if you want to play with bending one knee after another, go ahead. And then try to let the crown of the head move towards the ground. Take the weight forward in the feet. And walk your way back out to downward facing dog. From here, we'll come onto our backs, bend one knee after the other, and then sit down, make your way to your back. Coming to our back, to our core. If you have a weak core, keep your feet on the ground, keep your upper body on the ground, and stretch the right leg up to the ceiling, and then exhale, take it down to the ground, almost to the ground, and then rebend, and do the same with the left. Okay, if you have a stronger core, then take your knees up 90 degrees, and straight through the right leg, lower it and lift, straighten through the left leg, lower it and lift. And what you can also do is interlace the hands behind the back, behind the head, and lift the head and the face towards the ceiling, not towards the thighs, and then lower and lift your legs, alternating left and right. So what's important here is that the back is on the ground. It's not arching away from the ground as you lower the leg. If you notice your back is arching away from the ground as you lower the leg, then try to scale the exercise back by taking your head down or taking a foot to the ground. And make sure you're using Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, that you're keeping the pelvic floor and the abdomen engaged. And of course, if this isn't enough for you, it's enough for me. You can do both legs at the same time. That's too much for me. Okay, we'll just do 2 more each side. Right, left, right, and left. And then take the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Draw the shoulder blades together and tap out the belly. with your fingertips. Nice. Okay, bring the knees together again, soles of the feet on the ground. And take the right leg up 90 degrees, interlace the hands behind the thigh, and just hold here. Keep the right foot engaged. And see if you can slide your hands up maybe to the calf. Taking that right leg a little bit closer. Maybe to the ankle. Or maybe you can hook your fingers around the big toe. So find a position that's comfortable for you, but that really gives you a good stretch. And work with your breath. And release. Take the right sole of the foot to the ground, raise the left leg up, interlace the hands behind the thigh. Try to keep the leg at 90 degrees here. And see if you can slide the hands up to the calf and bring the leg a little bit closer towards the upper body. Or maybe slide the hands to the ankle, or maybe interlace the fingers around the big toe. Find the stretch that works for your body. And release. Knees bent, soles of the feet on the ground. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and engage the right foot. That's important for the right knee. And then again, either interlace your hands behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin and draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. You can kind of use the right elbow to push the right knee away from the body. Getting into the right hip. Here, this is a pigeon variation. Tuck the chin slightly towards the chest, keeping a nice long back of the neck. And again, keep the right foot engaged to protect the right knee. Okay, we're going to release the hands, but keep the feet as they are. Take the left sole of the foot back to the ground. The ankle is still crossed. Spread your arms out like a T. And then just move those legs over to the left as you turn your head to the right. So the outer edge of the left leg should be on the ground and the right sole of the foot now. And then try to keep that right knee pointing up towards the ceiling. Crocodile Variation. Come back through center. And we'll take it to the other side. Both soles of the feet on the ground, and then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Interlace the hands behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin, and draw the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Use the left elbow to press the left knee away from the body if you like, and keep the left foot engaged to protect the left knee. Imagine sending your breath to the left hip, letting go, releasing there, really getting into that stretch. And keeping the legs as they are, release the hands. Take the right sole of the foot back to the ground and take the legs over to the right as you turn your head to the left. Again, try to keep that knee pointing upwards. And breathe. And come back through center. Release the legs. Lay on your back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Close your eyes. Feel the feet and the legs. Feel the hips. Feel the abdomen and chest and the back. Feel the shoulders, arms, and hands. The throat and neck, the head and face. Let the breath flow. Let the body relax. Let the mind clear. Take another deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale, release through the mouth. Thank you for joining me today. I wish you happy trails. Namaste.